How about what you've learned about yourself through marriage?
Oof. It's a partnership, right? And you're in this corporation of life that's meant to be built on love, number one. But you've got a job to do and you've got a responsibility. And that's to raise these incredible kids and giving them the best you can, the best thinking that we have. You learn trust, you learn sadness, you learn strength, you learn how to be smart. You learn that you're not invincible. And it's good to have somebody who's rooting for you. It's good to have your team.
How about the hardest part of being a parent?
Oof. It's complicated, you know. I've got two great kids. I got a son who's a junior at the University of Southern California, and I get to live vicariously through him. And watching his journey and watching him grow up has been awesome. Of coming from a boy graduating high school into becoming a man. My daughter teaches me lessons every day. Number one is that she's not going to wear Under Armour just because Dad works there. I gotta earn it. And these are the reminders that we have and what we do each and every day, because I do want to impress them. I do want them to fall in love, and I do think about what they can give me back. But I think understanding empathy has been important, like understanding this consumer today. Our target demo is 16 to 24 years old, and having two kids that sit in the center of that, that both played high school sports, that understand athletics and athletes and mindset and sort of culture of where it is today. It's incredibly instructive. It makes dinner conversation. It may be a little UA-centric, and I want to make sure that it's not just asking about them for me, but it's asking about them for them. And I guess if I had to, from parenthood to my time away from the CEO chair, to being able to bring back this incredible sense of empathy.
I was talking to Maryland's Governor Moore yesterday about you, and he said he's kind of leaned on you in figuring out how to be a public parent. And then we get into just talking about kids a little bit, and I'm curious, because of your success, you have the ability to create endless opportunities for your kids.
Yeah.
How do you figure out what the balance is between that and doing it in a way that avoids dampening motivation?
Affluenza. You want to be careful of allowing that ever to sink in.
And how do you do it?
You don't shy away from it. I've tried to do it just by maybe introducing or showing them to some of the best. Like when you do meet, be it a Stephen Curry or a Tom Brady or a Jordan Spieth, there's such an intensity with like the intentionality they have. Like, this is one thing I think this might be news breaking, but anybody you speak to that has dealt with celebrity at the highest levels, or better said than celebrity excellence, those that are great, is like they have the ability to just like lock into you. When you talk to these guys, it's like, hey, how you doing? And it's like an uncomfortable amount of time. Like, am I really, like, I'm right here and I'm present and I'm here for you the entire time. If there's nothing else that exists in the world, I'm just focused on you. I think it's probably a pretty good rule for life, is that being present is something that I always, if people ask for like, give me, what are keys to success? It's like, it's not being the person at the party who's looking over the shoulder and trying to find somebody else, but being right here. It's not being, I'm above this, I'm too big for this. I'm here right now, so I'm going to engage in whatever that activity is. I think that my kids have done an awesome job. They got a great group of friends, and it's certainly not perfect. My daughter, I'm looking forward to her being able to start university and be able to start a brand new chapter too, because it's one thing that, from having gone to 3 different high schools, like, I feel at each one of those stages I was able to reintroduce myself. I remember able to take, whether it was a roommate or an experience I had with somebody, and maybe I wouldn't give them credit at the time, but I maybe would take some of those skills from one high school and I try to apply it to myself, like being a better roommate, being neater at Maryland, like cleaning yourself up, like the hyper learning of I know that I went through from 14, 15, 16 years old to becoming that next person that I wanted to be, an incredibly important journey. My kids have done an awesome job at it too, but like all of us, they are works in process too, and so they're not going to be perfect, but we're going to love them no matter what.